Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to, I guess, the yearly collection update. Good news right off the bat. I actually finally got new shelves now, so pretty much all of my collection is actually on a shelf now rather than all over the floor. So I'm very excited to show you guys what I've picked up over the past year. There's been a lot of stuff that I've upgraded, some stuff that I've sold on, and of course a bunch of new stuff in general. So we'll jump straight into it. We're going to start off over here. These are, I guess, some random pops on top of one of my shelves. So we got some just random Marvel stuff up here. I tend to keep any pops that are sort of special editions or just ones I really like. I'll keep in the box if I can. The first two shelves up here are actually too small to fit books. I made a bit of a mistake when I bought these shelves. So I've just got some random sort of comic book related Blu-rays and stuff. I got this awesome Batman Curse of the White Knight statue set when I visited London, I believe, a few months ago. And it just looks so sweet. That's the Azrael Batman suit from Curse of the White Knight. So on the top shelf here, we just got some live action DC films and shows, and then a bunch of animated DC stuff. You got the Batman animated series and Batman Beyond behind Azrael there. A bit more animated stuff down on this shelf, and then a few Marvel Blu-rays. Most of my Marvel DVDs and Blu-rays I ended up just selling because, of course, they're all on Disney Plus. I just kept a few of my favorites, so I kept the Avengers movies, I kept the Captain America trilogy, I kept the 2 Daredevil seasons, and of course I've got Spider-Man stuff there because that's not on Disney Plus. And then I've just kept all my Star Wars stuff just because, even though that's all on Disney Plus. And then we just got Game of Thrones over there, which I've been working my way through recently. Down to actual books, I now have a few more Absolutes that actually fit on the shelf. Still got The Killing Joke, still got Absolute Dark Knight. I picked up Infinite Crisis, I got that really cheap, as well as Kingdom Come, All-Star Superman, and Watchmen. I decided to upgrade to an Absolute because it is awesome. I won't cover everything, I'll just try and go over the stuff that's new. So we've got a few oversized Black Label hardcovers there. Batman Damned now. Animal Man by Grant Morrison, 1 and 2 deluxes. Those are both new, I believe. And then into the omnibuses. I've got all my omnis and deluxes. Some more Animal Man, some Aquaman, Batgirl. I picked up the Long Halloween, I guess, trilogy, because that's my favourite Batman story, so I upgraded those. Batman and Robin omnibus. James Tynion Batman Detective Comics omnibus. White Knight, Batman Noel. Try and duck down here. Batwoman omnibus. I've left a bit of a gap there because I've got the Catwoman of East End omnibus on the way, so that'll fit in right there. Some sort of DC Crisis events. Deathstroke New 52. Deathstroke by Christopher Priest, which is very thick. I finally got the 3rd Jeff Johns Flash omnibus. I say I finally got, I had it pre-ordered. It finally came out. The New 52 Flash, some Flash Rebirth deluxes. Gotham Central omnibus, that's the original printing. And the first Green Arrow by Mike Grell omnibus. I do not like that spine, but I do really like this spine. This is the second Mike Grell Green Arrow. Finally picked that up. Green Arrow by Jeff Lemire. My Babies, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns. I just noticed I need to find where I've put my Green Lantern rings. They should be there in front of the Omnis, but they're not. So I've got to track those down. But yeah, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, plus the Blackest Night Omni. JLA by Grant Morrison, plus the Tower of Babel. And I picked up JLA by Brad Meltzer as well. Justice League New 52, Joker, the second New 52 Justice League Omni, by the way. I've got that on pre-order. It keeps getting pushed back, though. I think it comes out in August. Superman by Peter J. Tomasi and Action Comics Rebirth. Bottom shelf again, I can't really fit deluxes on it, so I've just got some random pops, plus this sweet Shazam and Black Adam statue. And then a couple more pops in the background there, and some bobbleheads. Moving along, I guess I'll show off this shelf. We got a Venom Money Bank up there, some more pops from The Witcher, The Walking Dead, Mad Max, some Star Wars stuff, Homelander from The Boys. Down here we've got my minuscule beginner mangas thing, some Blue Exorcist, Star Wars Edge of Balance, and then down here we've got Death Note and just a little bit of One Punch Man and Tokyo Ghoul, and then we've got Nausicaa, I have no idea if I said that right, of the Valley of the Wind there. Just some basic stuff. I'm not massively into manga. Up here we got some DC pops, Aquaman, Azrael Batman, Michael Keaton and Red Hood. And then up here we got the last of my DC Omnis. We got the New 52 Swamp Thing, the Swamp Thing Deluxe there, Teen Titans Judas Contract, Teen Titans by Jeff Johns Omni. This is actually the new printing. The binding on the original was really bad, so I just decided to bite the bullet and upgrade when the new printing came out, and it's much, much better. Wonder Woman by Brian Azzarello, Cliff Chang. And then going into my DC trades and regular sized hardcovers, we got some pre-52 Aquaman stuff there, plus Aquaman Rebirth. Batman, starting with year 1. Most of this is in as close to chronological order as I could get. I won't cover everything, like I said. I'll just try and look at what's new. We've got my Batman Down single issues up there, which, well, my partners, which we'll try and sell at some point. So, like I said, you guys can look through this. Most of this is stuff that I had last year, so I won't go into too much detail about it. And then just some Bat Family stuff there. I picked up another volume of the Chuck Dixon Nightwing. I've just sort of been grabbing those if I see them on eBay. New 52 Batman by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo in hardcover, 1 through 10. The Dark Knight, 1 through 4. Batman Inc. by Grant Morrison, 1 and 2. New 52 Nightwing and Grayson. Bane Conquest, and then just some Rebirth. Detective Comics, these are the 2 volumes that come after the Tynion Omnibus finishes off. Batwoman, Nightwing, 1 to 7. Red Hood and the Outlaws, 1 to 4. And then these Dark Knight Metal crossovers are sort of the breakup point where it goes from Rebirth into whatever this post-Rebirth era is, I guess. So we got the next Detective Comics run by Tomasi. I picked up Cold Vengeance, Batman Superman by Joshua Williamson, Three Jokers, The Batman Who Laughs, Catwoman, which I really need to get more of. I don't know if they're out of print or not, but I've just been really bad at keeping up with that. Man-Bat, the miniseries, Nightwing by Dan Jurgens and Scott Lobdell, Dark Knight's Death Metal crossovers. I caught up with the Batman by James Tynion hardcovers up to Fear State Saga there. And then the Joker War tie-in for Detective Comics, plus the follow-on hardcover. The first volume of The Joker by James Tynion, Nightwing Joker War, and the first Tom Taylor Nightwing hardcover. Earth 1, Batman 1-3. Europa, these are just some sort of Elseworlds stories. The Batman's Grave is new, I believe, by Warren Ellis. Last Night on Earth, Batman TMNT, the White Knight sequels and spin-offs. Nightwing The New Order, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Give me a deluxe edition, DC. Very underrated. Captain Atom, Doomsday Clock, Slipcase. I've still yet to pick up Volume 4 of Deathstroke the Terminator. The Flash by Grant Morrison, Mark Millar. And then the rest of the New 52 Flash hardcovers. And then following on from the Flash Rebirth Deluxes, we've got the rest of the Joshua Williamson Flash run. Up to finish line there, and then Flash Forward. Freedom Fighters, underrated. Would recommend that to anyone that likes, sort of World War II, or if you're a fan of Wolfenstein, maybe. That's good stuff. Green Arrow by Benjamin Percy. That's also good stuff. I'd hope for an omnibus of that one day. I'll always hope for a Green Lantern Corps omnibus to go along with my Jeff Johns ones. I doubt we'll ever get them, but I've been picking up the trades. I don't think I've got any new ones there. Brightest Day, I heard that might be getting an omnibus reprint. If it's true, I'll probably upgrade that just to sit next to Blackest Night, but we'll see. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps by Robert Venditti. I would also like an omnibus of. That is very good. Green Lantern Earth 1, 1 and 2. There might be a third one. I can't remember. Hawkman by Jeff Johns down here. Robert Venditti Hawkman. Scott Snyder's Justice League stuff. James Tynion's Justice League Dark, which is great. JSA by Jeff Johns. There's been no more of these yet. Hopefully they've not been cancelled, because the omnibuses are expensive. Apologies for the shaky camera, by the way, guys. These bookshelves are a lot taller, so I'm having to sort of adjust my height. Mr. Miracle by Tom King. Rorschach by Tom King. That is fantastic. I love that. I don't care what anyone says. Shazam and the Seven Magic Lands. Suicide Squad by John Ostrander. 1-4. And the first volume of the current Suicide Squad run. The Death and Return of Superman trades. I think there's a new reprint of the omnibus for this. But I don't need it. I think these trades look awesome anyway, so I'm quite comfortable sticking with that. There's probably some extra Superman stuff in there. I think Red Sun is new. Superman and the Legion of Superheroes is new. And I think The Swamp Thing might be new. That's the current series. Tales from the Dark Multiverse. Wonder Woman by George Perez. I really need to catch up on those. Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka. New 52 Wonder Woman. The Rebirth Greg Rucka Wonder Woman. And the 3 Earth 1 Wonder Woman books. we're then going to go down into Marvel. Marvel Omnis and Deluxes. Always an Invader by Chip Zdarsky. Just read that recently. That's very good. Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest. Both got reprints. Picked them both up. I've read Annihilation. I've yet to dive into Conquest. I enjoyed Annihilation. A little bit overrated. Don't shoot me. It was fine. I don't think it necessarily warrants the hype everyone gives it. Avengers vs. X-Men. Captain America, Ed Brubaker. I'm pretty sure in my last collection we only had the first one that had been reprinted. We've since had 2 more. Hopefully they'll reprint the next and final 2 as well. Civil War, Daredevil by Mark Waid and Chris Samney. Of course, I've had these oversized hardcovers for years now, so I felt no need to upgrade to the Omni there. Daredevil by Charles Soule, finally got an Omnibus. I'm probably going to pick up the Ed Brubaker Daredevil Omnibus as well. I've yet to pick up the first one because, as far as I know, they've not announced if the second one's getting a reprint. I imagine it will, though, so I'll probably pick it up anyway. Doctor Strange by Jason Aaron Omnibus. It's really thin. I just sort of picked this up on a whim. I've not really dived into it yet. Eternals by Neil Gaiman. I rewatched the Eternals film. Again, controversial opinion. I'm one of its big supporters. I think it's great. I think it gets more hate than it deserves. So I sort of picked this up because, of course, it's one of those books that everyone has spoken about when it comes to the Eternals. There's not much stuff out there anyway, but I've yet to read it, though. The 2 Jonathan Hickman Fantastic Four omnibuses both got reprinted, so I picked them both up. I love Hickman. I'm looking forward to diving into these a lot. I've yet to pick them up because they've also announced... I've yet to read them, sorry, because they've also announced his Avengers omnibuses are getting reprinted. Once they come out, I'll probably do a big read-through of his Fantastic Four all through his Avengers up to Secret Wars. Is it Secret Wars? Yeah, Secret Wars. But I can't wait. Donny Cates, Guardians of the Galaxy. Still got the first 2 Immortal Hulks. I still haven't picked up the next 2. I upgraded Jessica Jones Alias because that got a reprint as well. So I've got that in Omnibus now. Punisher by Garth Ennis and the Punisher Max by Garth Ennis, which are 2 of my babies as well. Another one of my favourite series of all time. Punisher Max by Jason Aaron. Spider-Man Kraven's Last Hunt. Amazing Spider-Man by David Michelini and Todd McFarlane. And just regular old Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane. I picked up the newest reprint of J. Michael Straczynski's Amazing Spider-Man. I missed out on the reprint from last year or whenever it was. So I wasn't going to miss out on this one. Hopefully they once again reprint the second. Spider-Verse and the Clone Conspiracy. Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Still fantastic. Still recommend it if you want a good, fun read. After years and years and years, Marvel finally reprinted the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus. This is the DM variant. I'm not going to pull that out because it's a lot of effort to try and do so. But that's the cover with Venom on it there. And the second one is on its way as well later this year, which I've also got on pre-order. So I can't wait for that. Thanos by Donny Cates. Thor by Matt Fraction Omnibus. That was sort of an impulse buy. I've heard this run is okay, but it's nothing to write home about. So we'll see if I keep it. I'll probably give it a read first and then maybe sell it on unless I really connect with it. But it is huge. Thor by Jason Aaron Omnibus, Volume 1. I'm so excited that this exists. I love, love, love this run. It's another one of my favourite runs of all time. I sold my whole Jason Aaron run in trade on the hope that they'll, of course, finish this run off in omnibus format. I'm sure they will, because I'm pretty sure this one sold really well. So I'm sure I have nothing to worry about, but yeah, I'm very glad that exists. Vision by Tom King. The first two Chris Claremont Uncanny X-Men Omnis. Age of Apocalypse. And then we've got the Hickman X-Men stuff. House of X, Powers of 10. The Hickman Avengers? Hickman... Oh my god, I cannot say this. Hickman X-Men Omnibus. 10 of Swords, Hellfire Gala, and Inferno, all in oversized. And then the Marvel Colors. I guess it's not really an omnibus, but it also kind of is, by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Moving on up. Final shelf. On top here, I've just got some Star Wars pops. Maul. My favourite character, Ahsoka. My second favourite character, Vader. And my third favourite character, Maul. And Qui-Gon Jinn there on the end. My Marvel events. These are all the, well, besides Standoff and Empire, which I picked up recently, these are all the UK printings, hence the black spines. But World War Hulk, Siege, Children's Crusade, Age of Ultron, Original Sin, Secret Wars, Avengers Standoff, Civil War 2, Secret Empire, and regular old Empire. Nick Spencer's Ant-Man / Astonishing Ant-Man, hilarious. Black Panther, The Man Without Fear, that's when T'Challa takes over for Matt Murdock in Hell's Kitchen. Marvel Knights Black Widow Complete Collection and the Mark Waid Black Widow Complete Collection. I just picked up the 3 Kelly Thompson Black Widow trades, which is her most recent series. I also picked up Captain America The New Deal from Marvel Knights. And then we got Captain America Steve Rogers by Nick Spencer. That is getting an omnibus as well, which will include his Sam Wilson and his Steve Rogers stuff. So I'll probably sell this on and pick that up, because I am a big fan. Might be controversial yet again, who knows. Frank Miller's Daredevil, plus Born Again. Bendis's Daredevil 1-3. I missed out on the reprints of those omnibuses. In fact, I think Volume 2 is still in print. Volume 1, I don't think it is. Maybe I'll pick up 2 just on the off chance they once again reprint the first one, but we'll see. Shadowland, Man Without Fear, which comes just after Charles Soule's run ends. And then the Zdarsky Daredevil up to Volume 7. Doctor Strange Damnation, the 4 volumes of Mark Waid's Doctor Strange, plus the recent Death of Doctor Strange miniseries. The first volume of Kieran Gillen's Eternals. I swapped out the Matt Fraction Hawkeye trades for this just one big thick trade called the Saga of Barton and Bishop, which just collects the full run. Old Man Hawkeye, Heroes for Hire, The Immortal Iron Fist Complete Collection 1 and 2, Iron Man Extremis, the Matt Fraction Salvador LaRocca Iron Man run in its entirety. One day, Marvel, one day you'll give us an omnibus of that run. One day. The first 2 Christopher Cantwell Iron Mans, Kang the Conqueror miniseries, and then a bunch of Moon Knight stuff. We've got the newest Moon Knight series on the end. Punisher, Return to Big Nothing, Suicide Run, War Journal, the Nathan Edmondson Punisher, which continues on to down here, the second Matthew Rosenberg Punisher series, not the War Machine stuff, but the one after that, the better one, if you ask me. Punisher Max Complete Collection, these are the two that come in between the Garth Ennis Omnibuses and the Jason Aaron Omnibus, so this is sort of plugs that gap. And then we've got the Platoon and Soviet, which are two newer Max series that aren't in the Garth Ennis Omnis. Silver Surfer Black, and then we've got Spider-Man, starting with Maximum Carnage. I picked up the second Gauntlet Complete Collection. The first one is very out of print. Just on the off chance I ever come across it, I decided to grab the second one while I could. Big Time, 1-4. Superior Spider-Man and the Companion. This is finally getting an omnibus, I think early next year, so I will be swapping out these main trades and getting the Omni, because I think it's the best, definitely the best stuff from Dan Slott's Spider-Man. And I love it. We've got the Dan Slott stuff that comes just after Superior in red there. Then the worldwide stuff. And then that goes into the Nick Spencer Spider-Man, which is now complete up to volume 15 there, with a couple companions. Spider-Man Life Story, that's fantastic. Spider-Man Noir Complete Collection. Even though I got the Omni, I've still kept all of my Ultimate Spider-Man trades, just on the chance that the full series doesn't get printed in omnibus format. So we've got all of that there up to volume 22, plus the Ultimate Comics Spider-Man follow-on. Then that goes into the Miles Morales stuff. So we got the Ultimate Universe Miles stuff in the black spine there. Then the 616 Universe Bendis stuff there next to it with Spider-Man 2. And then the current Saladin Ahmed Miles stuff in the corner. And then next to that is the first half of the Donny Cates Venom run, which I think is also getting the omnibus treatment. And then there's the second half there with King and Black finishing it off. Thanos Rising by Jason Aaron, and then the two Jeff Lemire Thanos trades. Thor by Straczynski 1-3, and Thor by Kieran Gillen. And then 3 volumes of Donny Cates Thor. Old Man Logan, and then this is all the Hickman era X-Men stuff. I'm really behind on this. There's a whole bunch of trades that have come out since that I'd need to catch up on, but this is sort of the first half, I guess, of that era. So you've got Cable, Children of the Atom, the Empire tie-in, Excalibur, Fallen Angels, Hellions, Marauders, New Mutants, Sword, Wolverine, X-Corp, X-Factor, X-Force, and X-Men Fantastic Four. And then we've got the first volume of, I think, is it Philip Kennedy Johnson? I'm sorry if I got that wrong. His Alien run there. So I've just got an Alien and a Predator pop, why not? Darth Vader, Star Wars, both omnibuses. This is the Charles Soule on the left and the Kieran Gillen on the right. Both runs are fantastic. So I picked up both of these when they got reprinted. The Dr. Aphra Omnibus, Shattered Empire, and the first Old Republic Omnibus. This is all my Star Wars trades in chronological order. Starting with the High Republic stuff there, and the High Republic Adventures. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can pause the video and have a look there, because there's a lot. We got the newest stuff here on the end with the War of the Bounty Hunters, and then the rest of it down here. I do actually have a Google Doc that I worked on myself, which has pretty much all of, or most of, the important canon Star Wars stuff from novels, comics, movies, shows, etc., all on a Google Doc in chronological order that I've collated from several sources. If anyone is interested in that, then drop a comment down below. I'm sure we can sort something out. If I can get your email address, I can send it to people if they're interested. It's a long list, but I find it helpful just to know, where in the timeline everything is, and I update it as regularly as I can. Into some indie stuff, we've got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers stuff. I'm very behind on that, once again. I wish I could have got those sweet deluxes. If they ever come back into print, then perhaps I will. But for now, that's just what I've got up to Shattered Grid and the Turtles crossover. The first two boys, these have just been coming out in oversized hardcovers recently. If I can find them for a good price, maybe I'll swap and get those instead. Fight Club 2, the first two East of West in hardcover. The Walking Dead, Here's Negan. And then you got the rest of East of West there in trade. That's what volume 3 of the hardcovers would collect. So if I ever find the hardcover, I'll obviously sell those on and get the hardcover instead. I'm currently reading East of West, and it's fantastic. This is probably what I'm going to read next. Invincible Compendiums 1 to 3. I got all 3 of these for a great deal on eBay. I'm super excited about it. So it's probably going to be my next read. Can't wait to dive into those. The first 2 Manhattan Projects by Hickman. The first Nailbiter, just some random stuff I found for cheap. First 2 Spawn Compendiums, the new versions in colour. I think the third one comes out next month, so I'll probably pick that up too. First 2 Walking Deads I've still not caught up on. Getting Compendium 3 and 4. And then the first Fables Compendium, which I'm pretty sure there's a good 2 or 3 more of those now that have come out that I've not got yet. And then down here, we've just got the first 2 Preacher and my 6 Alan Moore Saga of the Swamp Thing trades. They're not on the shelf because I've currently just got this shelf taken up by some random pops and figurines, some Marvel stuff in the background there, some What If, some Eternals, and then some little statues or statuettes across the middle. And then down here we've just got a bunch of big pops. In the back there's all just Star Wars ones. We've got all the Bad Batch, some Transformers and Mandalorian, and a bunch of my deodorants and things like that, because I've just been too lazy to move these around to fit the rest of the books on so far. But yeah, guys, that pretty much catches you up on my collection. I tried to do this quickly. It still ended up being a half an hour video. But that is about that. Sorry that I've had to just stick with these sort of yearly collections. Hopefully moving out and getting my own place will be on the cards soon enough, and then I can actually focus on doing some more content, which I'd love to do, but I just don't have the means or the money really to put in the effort that I want to put in where I am right now. But maybe in the future we'll see. But I appreciate everyone that's been leaving comments all throughout the year. There's been so much support, people that have asked for updates, and thrown compliments at me still to this day. I hear you all, I see you all, you're all appreciated. It really does mean a lot to know that people want to see more stuff. So thank you genuinely to everyone. But I won't keep you any longer. This video is long enough. Thanks everyone that's watched it. I hope you all enjoyed seeing where the collection's come over the past year. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping by once again. So yeah, until next time, guys, take care, everyone. Bye.